Hello everybody, here's Palodas and welcome to the overview video of the Bone Witch, a new free wig I released yesterday, but today I upload the overview video. The link to the character, to the download page, it's downloadable for free via Gumroad, the link is in the description. Also I put the ArtStation description in there if you want to see more art of it. And yeah. The honor of the character and designer is Forrest the Rotten, and I did the 3D model. Yeah, it's based, here's the artwork, it's also included in the blend file, that you know how it looks like. And it's under the Attribution Non-Commercial Non-Diversities 4.0 International license, what means you are not allowed to use the model in any commercial purposes, only for personal stuff. And if you share it, you need to give credit to Forrest the Rotten and me. So although I think we would really love to see what you make with the characters, maybe some animations and stuff like this. Yeah, it's really cool. Have fun with it, and yeah, you are free to share it in itself because it's a free model. And well, it's saved with the version 5.1. So it's optimized for Eevee right now. I did not any cycles optimization. I might do that if the request for cycles optimization request is big. So, going into it, I still have here the collection with the empties in it, what was only important. For other stuff you can ignore or even delete the empty folder. And yeah, go to the render mode. And here is she. So, the character rig, you have here the poses and the king pose. So I recommend to use the king pose here, make a new action of it and start animating, because the king pose is everything set to its default settings. Expect of the property bone. Oh, property bone is as well keyframed. Okay. Yeah, okay. Then also, let's start with the property bone. This is this bone, this wheel, yeah, wheel, don't know the English name right now. So, but this the second root bone here, that's the main root bone, that's the second root bone, it's also the property bone. And you have here a few settings. The first one are the modifiers. Here's outline. You can activate or deactivate, but it only affects the viewport, not the render mode. If you render it, it will still show the outline, because it was intended that the character is having the outline. You have also a triangulate modifier, so both is on 0, I think, by default, what means it's disabled. And yeah, on 1 it's enabled. It's more, you can disable here the modifiers to get more viewport playback if you don't get full 12 FPS in this case. I set here because I tried a bit more stylized, a little bit more stop motion like, so it's set to 12 FPS by default, just that you know this. And it's to improve the viewport playback if you set the modifiers on 0. If you like, if you need it. So you have here also switches for the equipment. This as well affects the render view. So you can disable the belt. You can disable hair braid, the head, the scarf, and the top. So this part of the top, at least. yeah, as you like. You can customize it as you want. You have a compositing in it. It's here not enabled. You see it if you click here on always. And it's a sharpening node, a diamond sharpen, I think, and a glare node who makes the glow. And you can here, by shaders, increase or disable the glow effect for the arms. Lights, the color of lights not affecting the character. If you change the light of a lamp, I need to check. This is this. If you here change the light, it has no effect. It only has the effect of the intensity of the light, because it's a really simple cell shader here used. And that's why you have here this color picker, where you can change the color, what light she gets. And you have also the possibility to change the shadow intensity. Yeah, that's the property stuff. Then we have, here's the rig UI, of course. Here, and you have here the bones layer, what give you access to the bone of the bones. It sounds so weird. The bone of the bones. Yeah. Each bone have own bone to animate them individually, and every bone has a snap property. If you disable it, the bone will not follow the rest of the body. So the cool thing is that all of the properties called snap, because if you press A to select all, press and hold Alt, and if you change this value, the value of all other bones with the property that has the exactly same name are also affected. So you can make it easier on multiply bones to enable or disable the snap mechanic. And you can then animate, for example, that the arm resamples, so the bones lies around and attaching to the body in a cool fluid animation, stuff like this. You have also here these control bones on each side, where each bone of the above these both simply affecting the arm bones in location and rotation, and these on the hands. I built these bones in to make fluid or floating animation style easier. I did 2 animations and used mainly these bones to give it a kind of offset fluidity to make it so that it looks like floating bones. So I think it makes sense, I hope. So another additional bones is that you have here on the belt, for the belt itself, and this what here looks out of the belt. You have a bone to manipulate. You have here for the back ring a bone, for this here on the front also. You have for the face not much bones. You have the ears, the earrings. Yeah, the ear is a vowel. The mouth, the face in general is 2D, so I used image sequences with drivers where you have here a few different mouth types if you move this bone. For the eye, you have here the target bone where in what direction she looks, and this is to change the eye shape or expression, the eye expression. On the eye bound, you have also here a glow strange. If you want to make it non-glow or give it a slightly glow. Yeah. And yeah, the other interesting stuff is probably here the hair on one part. We have here, yeah, the raw hair stuff. What what is simple FK bounds. But I think more interesting is the braid. The braid has a FK and IK function that's I think a spline tentacle generated with Rigify. I think it was called spline FK. A spline tentacle, and yeah, you have here the possibility of FK, but you can switch it to IK. But before I do this, I have here on this bound a follow head option. If I rotate the body here, you see that the braid keeps the direction, but if you set it to 1, it completely follows the body. So this here on the first IK bound, you have here the option for it. And if you change it to IK, then you can manipulate the braid with the here with the white big face culling. No big face. So we can here manipulate the braid with the bounds. You have also here these twist bounds where you can twist the braid if you like. Also here, but this twists the whole braid, while this here only twists the end. Yeah. So, and last but not least, the head has also a few bones where you can, I think you get here a much of possibilities to deform it, I hope. And you have here on the master bone also a head parent property. If I here move the character and I go here, and you can deattach the head to make animations with it if you like. And that's pretty much it. The only interesting feature is that you also have for breasts and butt, you have here a few bones you can manipulate and animate, but I noticed that I did not attach the ring on it because I don't know how I should do this. I think it was really difficult, so that's why I never did it. So you should disable the top thingy if you want to animate the breasts. And I have here also for the toes. This is completely self-made toe rig. You can here manipulate the toes simply as that. Okay, and I think that's it. So you can download it and animate it as you like. As I said, I think Forrest the Rotten would think it's cool to see the character animated. I also, me too. So, and then we will see us in another video. Until then, cheerio!